My name is Malhar Chakraborty and I am a second year electronics engineering student. I define myself by someone who really loves to make new things. I always try to do DIY stuffs, and as an electronics engineering student, I love to play with gadgets. I always try to learn how they work, maybe sometimes open them up to see what's inside and make new things from it if they are not necessary anymore. And in my electronics channel, I do many things. First of all, I show all my projects what I make. I also have some Arduino tutorials. Sometimes I pick some simple topics, and well, they are some basic topics. Last video in my channel is about feedback. I try to explain in simplest possible way and also at the same time make people laugh by some deliberate and undeliberate accidents, and sometimes some fun facts, and sometimes some censor bleeps and everything like that. And I do them because I like to grow interest in people who don't like science. Many people just think that science is a boring subject and well, it's just mathematics in some fascinating way. So I just try to change the definition so that people can laugh and get interest on that subject and also learn something from it. There are many things which I made. Well, actually I work on projects, but I'm not that guy who just keep on making a thing and then completes it and then starts another project. I sometimes make something and at the same time I get some new idea, so I leave the project in middle and work in the other project a little bit and then finish it up. So it's kind of tough for me to say or tell which project I made last. I think it's the joystick. Yeah, maybe the joystick. Yeah, I made a joystick. I mean, that was the old joystick with a game connector. I mean, what that thing is called? It's game port. Yeah, game port. It has a game port in it, and you know, modern computers do not have a game port. All the things, I mean, all the game controllers available today in the market are USB compatible. But my that game controller was 10 or 12 years older, which doesn't have a USB port, so I cannot use it. But I did it using my Arduino. I converted the Arduino into a HRE compatible device and then configured the things, the potentiometers and the buttons in the joystick and made it work. And it works like a charm. It's awesome. You know, I have so many tools and I don't think I have a favorite one, because if I state something as my favorite, then it will be injustice for the other one to be my unfavorite or not favorite at all, because I love them all, because without them I cannot do anything. And if you ask me what is my favorite tool, then I should say that it's my mind, my hands and my thinking, and the internet, obviously, because from the internet I get all the ideas from my project. And well, I am that kind of guy who loves to learn every day. Well, and 90%, I would say 95% of the things which I learned are from internet. That's awesome. Well, I would say, you know, favorite project is that project which, according to me, give you the most pain in your head. I mean, and I would select this one as my favorite project. This is the advanced line follower bot I made, and this is actually a mesh solver as well. This is a robo which can follow line. I mean, it's a line follow robo. Initially it started as a mesh solver, and the structure of the robot is actually same and the coding is different. So this is the thing that gave me most headache, because this has so many things and everything of it is handmade. You see this PCB right here? This PCB is also handmade, and it took me I think more than 6 or 7 tries to initially transfer the ink into the copper plate. And there are so many things in here. It's actually 4 months of my, more than 4 months I guess I needed to make this, and it's not totally completed yet. I'm working on it a little bit, but it now can follow the line. Well, 99% of the time it succeeds. There are so many things again I want to learn, and first of all is coding in the efficient way. Well, as I showed, this project took me about 4 to 5 months to code properly, because, well, I had to design efficient code and I don't have knowledge about that. I always code, and succeeds on that also, but efficient code is really what I need to learn. Apart from that, I also want to learn AI, artificial intelligence, and a little bit 3D designing and printing also. I know though how to design models in Fusion 360, and I also have designed some sick models in it, but never printed in the 3D printer because I do not have one. And also Raspberry Pi programming, because multitasking in this Arduino is so difficult. And apart from this electronics and engineering and tech field, I have interest on aviation, and the most important skill I want to learn in that is, well, floating a helicopter. It's so tough. I know how to fly an airplane. Well, obviously I never had my hands on a yoke of a real aircraft, but I fly airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator X, and that's why I made that joystick too. So, and I can do everything in there except floating a helicopter. It's so difficult. It seems to be easy, but it's actually kind of difficult. So that's it, I guess. Goodbye. See you in my channel now.